Again, let's pause our conversations. We're filling in the blank. We're filling in the blank and then you can glue it. When you're reducing a fraction, factor both the numerator and the denominator if possible. Divide out or cancel any common factors. Our steps for adding and subtracting fractions. First, find a common denominator. You might have to multiply by a 1. For example, maybe you have to multiply by 2 over 2, or x over x, or x plus 1 over x plus 1. Those are all 1s. They eliminate to 1. Then you're going to add or subtract the numerators. Be careful to distribute your negatives when you're subtracting. Okay? What do you notice? We need to get a common denominator. What should we multiply the second fraction by? X minus 3 over x minus 3. So that's how we're going to get started. So that, well, I see that there's an x plus 5, and this is an x plus 5. So if I multiply it by x minus 3, then I'll get a common denominator. Yep. Let's do it. I'm going to just rewrite the first one. That's not changing at all. It's the second one that's changing. 7 times x, that's 7x. 7 times a minus 3, that's going to be negative 21. And now we're all over this common denominator. I'm following my steps, right? Step 1 was find the common denominator. You have to multiply by a 1. Our 1 ended up being x minus 3 over x minus 3. And now I need to add or subtract. In this case, we're going to subtract. So I have x. We've got x minus a 7x. So how many x's are left? Negative 6x. And I have a positive 3. I'm subtracting a negative. So what's going to happen here? Positive. So we get positive 24. And that's it. Questions? Let's look at number 1. When you look at number 1, we're adding. And the first question is, do I have a common denominator? We do. So that means we can just add the top. So how many u's will I have? 7 u's. And I have a negative v and a minus 3v. So how many v's will I have? Negative 4v. And that's it. That's it. What about number 2? Do we have a common denominator? We do, and we're subtracting this time. So I'm gonna show my work a little bit. I have m minus 3, and now I'm subtracting an m, and I'm subtracting a minus 3. I'm just showing how I distributed this negative. Now I have to simplify. What's gonna happen to the m's? They cancel out. What happens to my 3 n's? How many do I have now? Yeah, I've got negative 6n over 6m cubed times n. Do you see anything that can reduce? Do you see anything that can reduce? 6. Anything else that can reduce? N. N. So what's going to be left in the top? I eliminated a 6, but there's still a negative. Negative 1, good. All over m to the 3rd. Because that's the only thing that did not cancel out. So cool. Try 3 right now. Do you have a common denominator? What can you do? We are not doing all of them. Some of them are crazy. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then we're going to... Number 7. You need to multiply the second fraction by x minus 1 over x minus 1. You need to multiply this first fraction by what over what? What do you think? 4 over 4. Let's do it. That's how we get a common denominator. So we're going to get 24 over 4 times x minus 1. For the second one, we're going to get 5x squared minus 5x all over 4 minus x, 4 times x minus 1. And then we'll just subtract and combine like terms. So this one's tricky because you have to multiply each fraction by something that reduces to 1. So I have to multiply by the other denominator. Seeing it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Let's see if you can simplify this one. When you subtract, what's your final answer going to be? And then we're going to do 9. We're going to call it done. You can do 8 if you want. No. What's up?
Got this.
Number 9. Doing okay, Melanie?